So you gained 300 pounds over the holidays and you're a little disappointed in yourself, and I'm here to tell you, it's fine. You failed. So what? You get back on the horse. It's okay. You gave in, you had intentions, you meant well. I had smoothies for Christmas, and that doesn't make me a better person than you. You're good too. You had your chicken and your potatoes, that's fine. You had pie for dessert. Who cares about that combination? That could work for you. Here's why I'm better than you.
I am a vegan, you are a loser.
So I was talking with someone who wanted to lose some weight, and they said, I'm going to start after the holidays, of course. And I thought, that's an interesting mindset. You know, there's like a holiday every month, if not two. And then there's your own birthday, add that into the mix. Then how many friends do you have? They all have birthdays. You could have every other week is someone's holiday. And it's like, well, I'll start after that. Or you have the mindset of, I'm a health nut freak. I never veer off the path. I get inspired by people like Eli, who says like, you know what, it's Christmas. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Here's some bananas and dates with a blueberry in there. I shouldn't be doing this, but it's like, wow, the discipline level. And so I did the same thing this Christmas. I could have partaken, and there's nothing wrong with partaking. I've partaken in many years. Little starch meal, okay, I'm gonna eat all the vegetables of this meal. Or if I was carnivore, okay, only the turkey. Wow, this is fun. There's nothing wrong with you. But here's what I did instead of doing that bullshit. So I just got back from Ottawa visiting my wife's family. We're not technically married, but it's easier to just say your wife. And usually I'm dreading that trip because it's like a 5-hour bus ride. Really, it's 7 hours in total from door to that door north. And so like as we're traveling there, it starts snowing, blistering cold, where it was like, I don't know, -3 here, it's -15 and snowing there. It's just everything about it. They keep their house cold, they run hot. And so it's always like 19 degrees Celsius in that house, where I prefer a balmy, it's 26 right now. It's a little hot. It's a little hot if I'm being honest with you, but the heat's blasting. I love being at home shirtless. My tropical vegan self needs that. So usually I'm just dreading that long ass trip and then having to prepare my own food and bring things. I was on like a smoothie cleanse and I'm like, do I have to pack a blender? I just got this vacuum blender, but thankfully she had a Vitamix. So like we don't do the vacuuming. Some antioxidants got hurt. That's fine. But like I was prepared, so I just brought a bunch of buckwheat. I measured enough for each day, 2 smoothies a day. I was like, okay, I'm prepared, got a bunch of dates, protein powder, creatine. And then I could buy some frozen berries there and greens. And so you might be thinking, why go through all that hassle? Just have the meal with the family. Eat what they're eating. Who cares? It's one meal. What's it gonna do? It's probably healthier than what you're doing, you freak. Your raw vegan stuff, you'll get some nutrients finally. Have some turkey. Who cares? It's once in a lifetime. John McDougall did it sometimes. It's fine. I don't care about those thoughts. My goals are getting healthy and just discovering. I'm still in like discovery mode. What's causing this and that? I've made some discoveries. Once I had that tooth pulled out and gifted it to God, I realized I have great skin now. I don't know if the tooth was causing an infection constantly, but everything is so much better without that asshole tooth. Everything. I just had my first persimmon meal. I can totally chew. Everything I used to bite would get stuck between there, inflame the gums. It was like the most annoying thing ever. So now that's gone. I could have eaten in Ottawa, but the smoothies were easy. But since that extraction, I went on antibiotics. My skin has been perfect. I think it's because I'm not eating cooked meals. It could be that the tooth is gone, I'm no longer poisoning myself, or the antibiotics killed some special bacteria, but I've been off them for like a week and a half. I think it's just because I'm raw vegan and I'm a hippie bitch. And you know that's the truth. Cooking food was killing me. Quinoa, veggies, destroyed. We're raw foodists. Do you have a stove on your back? Of course you don't. We're not meant to cook. We're meant to live. So with my new baby boy skin, I do not want to disrupt that flow. I'm in the realm here. It's like, it's go time. I have everything I want. Why cheat and possibly ruin that, setting me back for weeks? I don't need to have potatoes in my life. I'm not going to die without turnip. So I'm just trying to be as healthy as possible, and I felt good drinking smoothies all day out there. Even though they're cold ass smoothies and you're raw vegan in Ottawa in a cold house, I was pretty warm. I just needed a minor sweater and I was good to go. And I was energized, happy, slept well. I also managed to deflect all the viral attacks surrounding me from the family. There was several of them who were all sick, and I was like, no thank you. I'll just have some vitamin C, little vitamin D, and smoothies. Raw vegan smoothies. So I felt that because of that lifestyle, I was able to stand my ground and say no thank you to that. When people are sick, they get near you, even though that's not contagious. They're in your field, and if you need a cold and you get close to someone with a cold, they vibrate cold detox energy at you, and then you're like, if you need that, if you're disgusting inside, you'll get sick because your body knows you need it. Don't quote me on any of that. So I didn't need it because I'm so clean and pure and green. You know what was funny? On the second day, I forgot to soak my buckwheat overnight. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's a deal breaker. I have no food now for the day. So what I did in the morning, I soaked some more than usual and thought, I guess I'm having one meal a day today and I'm used to that. So I just fasted and then boom, I had my one giant smoothie with 1.5 cups of buckwheat instead of 2 cups, less calories, but more satiated. Explain that. So it's like you adapt. Because I'm not doing a bunch of fruit. I didn't want to deal with ripening bananas in Ottawa like they would ever ripen. So grains is very easy. Not a lot of people talk about raw grains in the raw vegan diet, but very sustainable and easy. You just soak and sprout. You don't even have to sprout the buckwheat. It is good. After 4 hours or so soaked, you just blend it up. What would that taste like just eating it raw? I don't know. I don't want to find out. It tastes good in a smoothie with blended dates and protein powder and vanilla. Okay, it's a human food now. It doesn't have to be all natural. I survived Ottawa. Did you? No. But honestly, it's just a mindset. Some people don't want it. They just want to eat whatever. I'll get better after the holidays. I need this time with family. We have the memories. I still sat with my family. You know what I ate? I had a cheat meal. It was roasted nori sheets, plain. Not the fun ones, fried in oil and salt, regular organic nori. I was just ripping it in sheets and chewing it. And yeah, people were looking at me. I'm like, what's that? Seaweed? I was like, you want some? They're like, no, I'm good. I have turkey and gravy and potatoes. What are you doing here? Can someone kick him out? And I understand. But I had my little meal and I was having fun. I'm there with you. But it's just a different mindset that might not even pay off in the end. I don't think I'm gonna outlive everybody. Oh, okay, you guys ate potatoes for a while. That's why you're gonna die soon. It's I'm some raw vegan. I'm just trying to get good skin, good digestion, good energy. And I have most of those things. Digestion was a little weird up there. I forgot my bum hose. That's a nightmare, but that's another story for another day. And I lived and I felt good and I didn't get one zit. Since stopping the cooked food, not one zit has appeared here. I was getting many. It just kept happening, not once anymore. So I could probably use some facial help from an expert, but so far we're doing pretty good with all natural stuff. Just black soap, wash, little scrub. Vitamin C is a new thing. We'll talk about that at another day. Just regular ascorbic acid with water. Mix, boom. Then moisturize. Egyptian magic. Somewhat of a basic routine that keeps my skin somewhat acceptable in today's society. So it's that's why I don't cheat. I'm not interested in, I've cheated plenty. I'm 43. I've had 41 years of cheats. They got me nowhere. Now we're going for perfection. Discipline. Fasting. Raw vegan hippie powers. We don't need these potatoes and gravy. That'd be tasteful. Yeah, it would. Nice little salt on that? No thanks. I've tasted that. I don't need it every day. I know how I feel after that compared to a smoothie. No thank you. I have goals. Spiraling out the dome one day. That's one of them. How you doing? You thumbing up the video? You didn't learn much, did you? It was mostly just me bragging. I see it. Still, that's not why you're thumbing it down. You're thumbing it down because you had a little Christmas treat, didn't you? It was chocolate-covered frogs. Didn't know that was even available for purchase, if I'm being honest with you. It's not a popular item. They're chewy. How do you remove the bones? You want a chocolate-covered thing and there's bones inside that you have to discard? You're weird, not me. I had a smoothie for Christmas. A Christmas smoothie. And it was good. And I felt good. Didn't I? No? You're right. Still, subscribe for more.